This is the story of ISIS, how they built a 21st century terrorist organization, made it self-financing, and how they are now evolving under a new set of challenges.
On Wednesday, October 14th, UCM's Department of Government, International Studies, and Languages hosted a panel titled ISIS, Rise, Evolution, and Future. This event brought together 4 professors from different areas of study to discuss one topic, ISIS.
The panel was an opportunity to bring some explanation and background on this phenomenon of ISIS to UCM. We had experts from the different disciplines, sociology, political science, literature, and my own, which is history, to try to provide some different backgrounds to what's going on in the Middle East.
The 4 professors, Dr. Eric Tinbus, Professor of History, Dr. Mike Makara, Assistant Professor of Comparative Politics and International Relations, Dr. Kamel Ghozi, Associate Professor of Sociology, and Dr. Zaid Mahir, Professor of English, answered students' questions about ISIS, along with giving a presentation about ISIS from the viewpoint of their studies.
My presentation really focused on what political science can tell us about ISIS, and what I talked about were 3 big points that political science can teach us, just to give us a little bit of perspective about when we hear about this in the future.
The department and professors involved have been planning a panel about ISIS for a while, and on October 14th, they were excited to see it happen.
Last year, we did a similar panel with the same panelists on the Arab Spring, and during that conversation, what we saw was that a lot of people ended up asking about ISIS. They wanted to know more about ISIS, and we started to think, well, we should have done a panel on ISIS instead. But then it got pushed back a little bit, and we said, how about for the similar Middle East panel during the fall, why don't we do one on ISIS? And that's where this comes from.
Warrensburg is usually considered a small town, and Dr. Tinbus has his reasons for bringing such a big topic to UCM.
I think perhaps small towns in America can get a little myopic and not know what's going on outside of their little small towns or, frankly, the state. But this is important, and frankly, if you think about it, Warrensburg does have a significant military presence. Both those who live in Warrensburg and our students who serve, they may have already been to the Middle East or may find themselves over there. So I think it touches on a number of reasons as to why it was a good idea.
For Lowdown, I'm Natalie DiCilio.